I'm going traveling again. And this time, I'm going to the Netherlands. So here we are. I usually take the Flixbus to the Netherlands. If you don't know Flixbus, this is probably the cheapest way to get around Europe. I even think it has it in the US as well. But as you can see in the map here, you can quite literally get anywhere with the Flixbus. Even down here, I think there's connections and stuff like that. Of course, some connections are harder to do than others. I don't think you can go from Denmark to down here. For example, I could go from Denmark to Gdansk, as I was last time. But this would take around 17 hours, and here, in that case, the plane is actually more cheaper than the bus is. But when it comes to the Netherlands, the bus is definitely the cheapest way. The trip I usually take is this one. And as you can see, this is 259 kroner. So here we have it. Both of these are direct trip. And as you can see, I can actually get it for 518 kroner. This would be 70 euros. But after a while of doing this a few times a year, I do always pick for 20 euros more per way to travel neighbor free. Because this is quite important to just have some comfort. So these two seats are mine. This means that I will be sitting here pretty comfortably without a person next to me. And this way as home, I usually like doing the bottom one and this one. And as you can see, then it's 827. So that's 110 instead of 70. So it is a bit more. But if you don't want the extra comfort, you don't have to do that. Then we just have to pay. Let's go to the Netherlands. The trip we take with the Flixbus goes through Hamburg with a tiny stop and to Amsterdam Sloterdijk. During my visit, I saw a lot of things. This includes Lelystad, Amsterdam with Tony Chocolonely's and the Wonder Experience, the Christmas Fair, and Efteling. I will be doing a good round trip of all these things here, but some of them will have their separate videos because there's just so much footage. Okay, don't judge me, but every time I go to the Netherlands, the first thing I go to is Action because this is just perfect. I can't do that here and I need to do it every time, of course, and Primark. But let's go to Bataviastad in Lelystad. This is a huge outlet town. Basically, there's a lot of stores where they're selling all their outlet stuff, and during this time, it was obviously Christmas time, so it's a lot of beautiful Christmas things as well. As you can see here, we're going to Tommy Hilfiger, and everything is like below average price. But my favorite store, of course, was the Lindt store. I love chocolate, and I had to try them. I wanted to take one of each flavor, but I didn't. And we'll just try a few here and bring out. We bought way too much, by the way. And then I saw my favorite store. It's all about Christmas. I love Christmas. If you don't know this about me, this was such a gorgeous store. There was like Christmas trees and with all different themes and so many ornaments and everything you can think about that you need to decorate for Christmas. It was just so gorgeous to see all these things, but I actually didn't buy anything because I don't have room for it and also have a cat, so that's also a bit of a hassle. Anyway, we went to this little cafe and they had these chocolate things, as you can see here, that you can put in your hot chocolate. And it makes the most luxurious and lovely hot chocolate. So of course I needed one of them and I went with the snowman for the hot chocolate. I think the flavor was salted caramel. It was super yummy. The taste was very rich. The only thing I didn't like was that I didn't get to put the thing in myself, which was a shame. As you can see, they really decorated for Christmas. It was really beautiful walking around here with all the lights they have, even though it's glitching out here on the camera. But it was very beautiful. I will be making a video about this trip here. Anyway, on to the country and Christmas fair. This was all around very, very beautiful. It was not as big as I thought, but these lovely ladies was already taking us in at the entrance, making a little dance for us, which was super nice of them. They were also walking around the Christmas fair the entire time, and we also will run into Santa later on. As I said, it wasn't as big as I thought, because you always kept on walking back to this castle. But overall, really nice. During the day, it was raining a bit and it wasn't very nice, but in the evening, it actually cleared up and it was this nice weather. And it was really nice for us because most of the people actually went home as it was raining. And we pretty much had a lot of space just to walk around and look at the Christmas stuff, which was really nice for us. As you can see, there's a piano. It's really lovely how they used the entrance between the castle to connect the two sides of the fair. And just all around lovely with a few different streets that you could walk and all kinds of different stuff. I gotta say, compared to what I've tried with the Danish Christmas market, this was like weird things that you could buy, like pillows and stuff like that. It's not what I connect to a Christmas market. But during the end, we went to get puffertjes, and this lovely guy who also had experiences with Denmark and lived in Denmark for a few years was like, you know what? It's the last batch of the evening. I'm gonna give you your puffertjes for free. And we actually ended up running into someone who also gave sausages away for free. So if you want free food, get it there at the end of the night. We're quickly moving on to the Efteling, but if you want to see the Christmas markets, I will do a comparison to a Danish Christmas market compared to this one. Anyway, Efteling was super nice, and I will be making a separate video on this as well because I have so much footage from there. This is just to quickly sum up what we did see there. Of course, we did a lot of rides. We were going in November, the end of November. It was on the edge of being cold, but during the day it was kind of nice, so there was not a lot of people and we could do the rides really quickly, and so we didn't have to wait more than like 5 minutes at max to get to a ride. It was really nice. So of course I took advantage of this to try the most popular rides when I could do it, and also going in the winter time, I got to experience Efteling all dressed up with Christmas lights, and they also made a winter wonderland, which we're gonna briefly check out later. As I said, there will be a full video about this. There's so much there that was so perfect, and so many things they got fixed compared to when I went the last time. Efteling is definitely one of my favorite places to go. They have a lot of things that is just made for the view of it. It's not that there is many wild rides, but if you're there as a family, there is something for all ages to enjoy together, because these things are just so visually perfect that it's so nice to be there. Even this ride that just is a calm ride, and I'm usually all about the speed, but it's so beautiful and I love going into these rides. Even if you aren't going a ride, you can go into the forest where there's all kinds of different fairy tales. You can see the Little Red Riding Hood's house, you can see all kinds of things, but I will cover this in the video about it. This is the Efteling by night, so gorgeous, definitely worth going in there when there's not that many people. And I also got to see a Santa Claus show while being there, but I'll let you enjoy this on your own. I need to try the Dutch herring.
No, just put it in your mouth at once.
I never just took a herring in my mouth like that, just like without any rye bread or anything. How do you do this, okay? It's not a carrot thing in it. No, that's really not yummy. I will be uploading a recording of the Food Explorer, of course, as well. But as I said, I love chocolate, so of course we had to get to the chocolate factory of Tony Chocolonely. Here they're making you your own bars if you want it, and they have so many different flavors. Making your own bar is of course a little bit more expensive. I think it's around 9 euros for a bar, and you do have to wait and pick it up later.
What do you have there?
I have one for me and one to share.
Yay!
But Amanda doesn't like this one, so I'm gonna keep it.
Once again, it will have its own separate video. I just want to share the highlights here. But off to the Wonder. Again, this will also have a separate video. But it was just so gorgeous. It's a very Instagrammable place to be if you like pretty pictures and whatever. And also a bit of fun. Then this is definitely a place for you. It was definitely very, very fun to be here. And we enjoyed it a lot. Of course, being in the Netherlands, I had to try the vending machines for food. The food here is in a little snack bar that I really love from the Netherlands, that they have that. So the food is always put in fresh to these
There you go.
containers. And this was very yummy.
So yummy?
The last day, we decided to go to this little winter village. Here you could go ice skating, and I really wanted to do this because after breaking my arm on skiing, I haven't been feeling secure in this afterwards. But after a few tries and holding a hand in the start, I was able to get a bit of momentum and feeling safe on the ice again. This was a huge step for me to get back to maybe once skiing again.
We have yummy pancakes. And then they have pancakes with like bacon and cheese and ham. And they put syrup on that. And powdered sugar.
As the last meal before going on the Flixbus on the way home, we got these savory pancakes and they put stroopwafel syrup and powdered sugar on this. When I first tried this, I was very surprised because either for me a pancake is something savory you use as a wrap, or you're having it as dessert. You're not mixing it, but it's so yummy and definitely worth a try. So if you haven't tried Dutch pancakes like this, definitely go try it. It's really, really yummy. I definitely had a good trip to the Netherlands and I saw a lot of things. I was especially very happy to see Efteling around Christmas time. That was very, very beautiful. And if you do want to see more of what I did, there will be separate videos about Efteling, Tony Chocolonely's, The Wonder, and even the Christmas fair that I will compare to a Danish Christmas fair. So let's see how a Danish Christmas fair adds up to a Dutch one. That's going to be very, very exciting. Thank you for watching along and remember to hit subscribe so you can see when I upload next. Bye!